Hi, this is Bill with Dine Drink Vegas. It is a random Tuesday morning in March of 2022, and I'm here on the Fremont Street Experience in downtown Las Vegas. Specifically, I'm on the west end of the Fremont Street Experience near the Plaza Hotel, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the differences between staying on the Strip versus staying downtown, because they're both great experiences, but wow, they are awfully different. The first thing which stands out to me about staying here downtown, because this is my first trip where I've stayed downtown, I've visited a lot of times, it's my first trip staying downtown, is that it's loud and crowded. And part of that is because there are 3 different live music stages set up, which during the evening are going full blast. Now that is a lot of fun. You'll see people dancing. I've heard quite a few concerts that I've enjoyed, usually by cover bands, although I was here once on a drive-by in September and I heard Three Doors Down playing, and that is great. It can get awfully crowded when that happens, and it results in a very loud experience, but that might be what you're looking for. The other thing that I notice about staying downtown versus staying on the Strip is that everything is closer together. We have a group of 6 guys here on this trip. We're staying in 3 different hotels, and that's not that big of a deal because, let me go back, that's the Plaza Hotel, that's the Golden Gate, and here you see Circa. You can get from one hotel to another very, very quickly. Now, much like on the Strip, you have all the other retail stores. Here they have an ABC store. They've got a Walgreens down there. That's true on the Strip, but they come, it's so easy to get from one place to the other. There are also a whole lot of places where you can get a walking around drink. Now, you can't carry a bottle or a can, but they'll be happy to sell you a plastic glass. The ethos here, though, is very, very different from the Strip. It's a lot more casual. It's a lot more relaxed experience. There are fewer upscale things to do here. There are a couple of nice steakhouses. I went to Oscar's there at the Plaza back in September, and you'd like to see our review of it, I hope. But it's if you're looking for the high-end premium luxury experience, this isn't the place to do it. This is the place to go because you want to hear a band in concert, and you want to have a beer, and you want to just hang out, and you want to have a good time. If you're looking for kind of that super premium sort of feel, then the Strip is going to be where you want to go. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is that the cover here on the Fremont Street Experience constantly has a light show going on, and that's been really pretty. It really does help the ambiance of all of this. The downside, though, is because it's so crowded, even in an outdoor area, it seems like there are more people here smoking marijuana than there probably are in the downtown Strip, and that's fine. I don't have the slightest sense of judgment. I just notice that it's a smell you can't get away from here because it's so crowded. Now, if that's the experience you're looking for, then great. If it's not the experience you're looking for, then it's easier to spread out, I've noticed, on the Strip. This is the Golden Nugget. It's one of the older hotels here on the Fremont Street Experience. It bills itself as a luxury property. That's actually where I'm staying, and I've enjoyed it. It might very well be the nicest hotel here on the Fremont Street Experience, with the possible exception of Circa. But you can tell it's not the thing that it meant to be. There's a couple of fittings and fixtures which are missing. Even things like the spa, which is a gorgeous facility, right? Like, it's a really pretty spa. They didn't have the stuff in there that you would expect to see in one of the nice spas down on the Strip, like underarm deodorant or, the individual toothbrushes or whatever. So that's not saying to don't stay downtown. We've stayed here. We've enjoyed it very, very much, but it's been an awfully different sort of thing. One of the other things I noticed, though, about staying here on Fremont Street Experience, and it's better than down on the Strip, the gambling rules are looser. I haven't been real happy with the gambling rules at the Nugget, but even at Circa, which is one of the other very nice properties, you can find 3-2 blackjack at a $10 or $15 table minimum pretty easily. I'm sure that gets harder on the weekend, but during the week it's been just fine. I mean, even on the weekend, right, when we were here on Sunday, that wasn't that hard. You can also have several different experiences here. There are any number of cheap, casual places to eat. And I guess that's probably how I would describe a lot of the difference here. Are you coming to have a nice time, have some good food and some beers, but that's it? Or are you looking for the premium dining experience with a nice spa and all of that? Because if you're looking for the casual experience, this is absolutely the place to go. Do be careful as you cross the streets here, because sometimes folks start walking out and then the cars are coming. So do look carefully before you go, regardless of what the street signs actually say. One of my other favorite features of staying here downtown, you can get up on Slotzilla. You can fly superhero style across the entire Fremont Street experience, and that is a lot of fun to watch people do. I'm not sure I'm going to wind up doing it, but if you want to get suspended on a wire and fly down there, it's absolutely a thing they will do for you, and a whole lot of people have clearly been having fun with that. I've lost track of the number of hotels that I've passed by, but I'm passing by 2 more now, and again, that's one of the objective differences between here and the Strip. Things are so much closer together. You don't have to stay in the same place. When me and my buddies are negotiating a trip down to the Strip, you kind of got to all stay in the same place, because even in the same hotel, it can take you 15 or 20 minutes to get from one end to the other. Here, that's not true. These are smaller properties. Now, you do want to be careful, because in some of these hotels, if you get a room, you can barely see the room tower behind it, but if you get a room which is facing the Fremont Street experience, it can be incredibly loud. I haven't had that problem, but it's been a real thing. If you go past the east end of the Fremont Street experience to East Fremont, there's another district called Container Park that we've enjoyed. There are other little areas like that which are easy. So I'm going to sign off in just a minute, but here's how I would put it. Downtown Vegas and the Strip are both fantastic experiences. They're a lot of fun. I will do both of them again. But you know what? Most of the time, I'm not in for ziplining. Most of the time, I'm looking for a little bit more upscale experience. But most of the time, my guess is I go back to the Strip. But I'm really glad that I've had this experience. And it is some of my buddies, this is what they prefer. So talk to your friends, figure out what it is you want to do. They are both great experiences. Just know what it is you're getting into. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, I'd really appreciate if you would hit like, if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the notifications button. Please ask any comments in the comments section below. I will get back to them as quickly as I can. But thank you so much, and happy travels.